welcome to WRPB and WRPB Studios. You know, there's been many times that I brushed on the subject of vaping and CBD, and you know, there's so much we don't know, and as many times as I talk to somebody, I still only know very little. Well, I dragged Carrie, who's a friend of mine for years, up here because she has a store. So it's called Veri Vapes More, and you are Carrie Trexler, is that how it's pronounced?
Yes, Trexler. Yep.
That's okay.
Thank you.
So I don't even know how many years I know you, but it's a lot. And within all those years I know you, I know that you go wholeheartedly into what you do.
Absolutely.
So, like a crazy entrepreneur, you decide to open a store.
We did, yes.
Oh, okay. So, why did you get into this?
So there's many reasons, Wayne. Thank you for having us here at your show. I'm very happy to be with you today. There's many reasons why I looked into opening a store. First of all, it was personal. Obviously, as you said, I'm an entrepreneur. I was looking for something fulfilling. I truthfully believe that our store brings healthier living to people. That being said, I looked at, when the opportunity presented itself, we looked at the margins and said, holy moly, the margins are phenomenal. The growth in this area is just crazy. It's like 20%, and it's going up to 30%. And if you know regular growth rates, it's 15 to 25% for a business like mine. So the fact that they're projecting up to 30% growth in the future coming years, it's huge. So I kind of looked at that. I also got into it because I really did want to help people. And after doing some research, I learned that this was something that helps people with addictions, helps their lifestyle, their anxiety, all sorts of issues they might have. My son Zach had been previously a smoker, and he had started up with the vaping when it first came out. I think I kind of knew about it in like 2018-ish because that's when the Farm Bill was enacted and made CBD legal. So I kind of knew about all that when that was going on. And then my son also with the vape started right after. So that being said, a little bit of the strangeness of our store is that it's a vape store with other things and also a CBD store. Typically you don't have two or in the same area, okay?
Okay.
The reason we did this is because I fully believe in both of the products, and we sell other things too, but these are the two main things that I sell in my store. Going back to when my son was smoking, I wanted to know what he's doing. He was a grown man. He can do whatever he wants to do, but it's my son. So I wanted to know what he's doing, what's he getting into. It's all new, you know, everything. So I did some research, and I found out that it's actually cleaner, and it's cheaper, and you don't have as much secondhand smoke, and there was a lot of benefits, a lot of information and studies showing that it was helping people get off of smoking regular tobacco with all the carcinogens and everything else that goes along with that, and getting into doing the nicotine through the vaping, which basically has a lot less stuff in it. And if you do any research, you'll see that there's a lot of things out there that says it's a healthier way to get your nicotine.
Like anything, it's fairly new, so there's only a certain amount of research.
Yep.
And what's interesting is I've never smoked. And of course I got a lung illness, go figure
Sure.
why I never
You
smoked.
got a lung
and I got a lung illness, but it is what it is. But it also, all the time, how many times have you walked on a beach and stepped on a lit cigarette? Because they just threw the butt out, lit. Or how polluted that makes everything. So I see the benefit of the vape. I don't get it because you know how I feel about smokes in the lung.
Smoking, yes.
And when you talk about like CBD, it comes in so many forms. You don't have. You can take it by gummy. You can take it by drops. All
So
that
many
stuff.
different ways.
Now, what we need to kind of explain to people, because I think this is the biggest holdup. CBD is legal,
Yes.
and it can have a certain amount of THC in it legally
Yeah.
without having a medical marijuana card.
Exactly. Let me explain this just a little bit if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
So there's two different plants. There's a cannabis plant and a hemp plant. They're cousins, okay? The cannabis plant is really has a ton of THC on it. That's where you go for your medical marijuana. It makes sense for them to extract it from that because that plant has more of it. The hemp plant, which is a cousin, has mostly CBD and other cannabinoids in it. We use it for fibers and whatever.
Right.
Lots of other things we use hemp for, right? Well, from that, they're able to extract THC. It has less THC in it, but it does have some THC in it. So as long as they use the hemp plant, which was legalized in 2018, and they're extracting or putting into the products less than 0.3% THC, then it's legal.
Okay.
And different states have different legalities.
Okay, so
But
every
this is
plant
one.
and everything I've planted dies. How can you tell the difference? Is there a difference look between the plants?
You know what? They look very similar.
Uh-huh.
I don't know exactly the difference.
Right.
I've looked at them in pictures. They look so similar to me. I don't think I would really be able to tell, except that I know that the cannabis plant, that they grow and, basically populate to produce phenomenal THC to get that psychoactive feeling. So when you look at that plant, it's going to have these beautiful buds with all the everything on it, that you would want. They're making
Right.
it that way, basically.
I would probably kill it anyways. It doesn't matter. So I could never be a grower.
Well, we don't grow, so.
Yeah, for me, I can never be a grower. All right, so let's talk about the different ways to intake this stuff.
Okay.
So I'm looking at this,
Yep.
which looks like gummies.
Yep, these are CBD. So we have two things up here. In the side here, right here, well, three things really. We have CBD on the side right here. This is all for humans.
Right.
We can also do CBD for our pets. A lot of people use them for July 4th, Florida thunderstorms, anxiety. Same things that we would need for anxiety, you can also use for your pets.
Okay.
So we have the CBD on one side and the CBD on the other side. And then right here in the middle is our vapes, some of our vapes. We have a lot more brands. This is where you get your nicotine. And these are disposable.
Okay, so let's go back to the gummies for a second.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess to make it simpler, they come flavored.
They come flavored, yes, for humans and for animals. Obviously, you have all the doggy bones there and flavored chews for hips and joints. Yeah, these come flavored. There's all different flavors in this one, apple, watermelon, blueberry, mango. This one from my store, I decided to do 1,500 milligrams. That would be the strength of it for more pain relief, anxiety, things like that. Of course, I am no doctor. So do some research before you do it. Consult your medical doctor who you want to speak to. At least do some research before you start on anything new.
Okay, so I come to your store, I buy this, and what I've heard is when you start taking something like that, you should maybe cut it in half
At least, yeah.
to start.
I tell most of my people to cut it in half, but I also speak to them and I say, are you susceptible to things, to medications? How do you feel about it? Try to get a feel for it. Usually you would want to start maybe a half. They say it one. I say a half. What you want to do is you want to start with the half, and then it's just going to relax you, okay, and help you with whatever is ailing you. Then if you feel like maybe you didn't get enough relief or it's not helping as much, then you step it up just a little bit. Maybe you want to take one the next time you do it. So then maybe you feel some relief that way. And then you just step it up gradually, maybe 1.5, maybe 2 the next time. But you don't want to do it. You don't want to take half of one, and then say, oh, an hour later say, oh, I'm not feeling anything. Because it's working in your body. If you go and take another 1 or 2 at that point, it's going to put you on overload, and you might have a bad experience.
Okay, so, we learned so much from Facebook, which doesn't have any answers.
Right.
Okay, so someone posted that they didn't realize, so when they got gummies, they said, oh, you know what? I'll take a couple. Because it's gummies. They think it's a candy.
Like a candy, yeah.
But it's not a candy.
No, not at
So
all.
they took 3.
Yeah.
He said he spent a lot of time in the bathroom.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm venturing to say that gentleman who took 3
Right.
might have some with the 0.03 THC in it, which would give you that psychoactive feeling, that kind of thing. The products that I have here right now don't have any of that. Do I have that in my shop and other products? Yes, I do. But the products that I brought here don't have that. So if you're getting regular CBD, you shouldn't have those kind of feelings or that kind of thing, and if you're doing it the right way and it's just CBD. When you get it with the THC, the 0.03 THC, that's when you're going to maybe feel some of the effects like that. Now, again, I don't know this gentleman, and maybe
Right.
he just had a reaction to the CBD. He took too much.
Right,
Who knows?
and that can happen. So, what's this one in the front?
This one right here, so I love this. Okay, this one is 1,500 milligrams again for the pain relief. This is a roll-on. So we have right here, this would be something that like a tincture or a topical that you would put on like a lotion.
Like a cream? Is it
Yeah,
a cream?
like a cream. Exactly, like a cream. But what happens is people don't like to stick their fingers in there. Us ladies with our longer nails, maybe you don't want to put it in there. So we have a roll-on that people love. You just roll it on, no mess, no nothing.
Okay.
Yep.
And then, of course, the other way to take it is in the drops.
Yeah, so the drops are unique because you can do so much with these drops. Again, it's another 1,500 milligrams. They come in different milligrams for you. But these drops you can put into your food, your drink. You can put it, we usually tell people if you want, quicker absorption, to put it right under your tongue, hold it under there for 10,
Right.
15 seconds, and then you'll feel something.
And we already know, I mean, you guys have been with me a long time, know that we've made truffles, because my wife's a chocolatier,
Yes.
with CBD. So it was kind of cool. It's kind of cool way to take it because everybody loves chocolate.
Sure.
All right, let's get to the vape section.
Okay.
So this it has CBD in it, correct?
No.
The vapes? The
No.
vapes have no CBD.
Vapes are nothing with CBD at all.
Okay, so
You
what
can,
other vapes?
okay, let me clarify.
That's why you're here, because
Right?
you're smarter
Let
than
me
me.
clarify, thank you.
I'm older than you, but you're smarter than me.
You can vape CBD,
Okay.
absolutely. I don't have any with us right here today, but I have that in my store as well.
Okay.
It's you can get it in different ways. You can get in disposal that would look like one of these, or you can get it where you add a battery to the little cartridge and you can smoke it that way. Same thing with the you can smoke as well the 0.03 THC for that euphoric feeling. If you want that, it's also available in vapes. I just didn't have any of them here today.
Okay, that's
okay,
fine.
so that being said,
I'm good with that.
Yep.
So,
this is all nicotine vape.
okay.
These are all considered disposables, meaning that you pick up the box, it's going to have the juice already in it with the battery, okay? So all you have to do is pull off the top part, take off the airflow at the bottom, and usually you can turn it on if it has a button. If it doesn't have a button, you just smoke it like you would a regular cigarette. So it's one and done, all inclusive in one thing.
Okay, so someone takes a puff of it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the same like the one with the battery where you see the smoke come out?
Yes,
Same thing.
same thing.
Except this is just one and done.
Total different feeling. Total
Okay.
different feeling. The reason being, when you're smoking tobacco, you're inhaling all smoke and all that, the paper, everything else into your lungs. When you're smoking vape, some people say it tickles their nose, it might tickle the back of their throat, because you're actually taking in little water molecules with the flavoring and the nicotine, and it feels different in your lungs. Now, I don't smoke, but that's what I've been told.
Okay.
Okay?
Lastly, because we're going to run out of time,
Mm-hmm.
we have this section here,
Yep,
which is for your pets.
yep.
What's the benefit for a pet to take a CBD?
So, we all love our pets, obviously. I have a little chihuahua. Okay, her name is Riley. We love her. She gets nervous in thunderstorms. July 4th was a big one for us because
Everybody,
all those.
almost every dog does.
Every dog, right? Animals in general. I have, when I say animals, we do cats and dogs, okay? That being said, if you can give your animal a little half a CBD thing or whatever it works, the tinctures in their food, it really does help calm them down.
Does it
and get
calm
through
them
those
down?
things, yes. Now, I did do this with my animal for July 4th, and I also turned the TV up a little bit, made sure all the blinds were closed. You want to do other things too, but it really does help them calm down, just like it helps us.
Okay, so the biggest question people are going to have is, let's just talk about these, I guess these are gummies? No, they're not gummies.
No,
right?
those
They're
are-
chewables.
No, these right here are little bones, like
Yeah.
biscuit bones.
Right.
Yep.
So they're
yeah,
chewable.
chewable. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Does your dog do these?
I haven't tried these with my
Okay.
dog yet because she's very finicky on her treats.
Yeah, that's what I was curious
So
about.
I found it easier to do the tincture because I could either stick it right down her throat if I wanted to,
Mm-hmm.
or I could put it in her food or her water or whatever.
Does it have any flavor?
It does. So
Okay.
this one is bacon, and the other one I have is a salmon.
This is bacon?
Bacon flavored. Yep.
Okay, so is there a difference between this one bacon flavor or for the human bacon flavor?
From what I've been told, no. So
Okay.
the human does not have bacon flavor. The bacon and salmon flavor
Well,
are
what good is it then? No bacon flavor.
We all love our bacon.
Right.
No, this says it does not taste bad. It says it's literally unflavored on it.
Okay.
Most CBD that I've seen, I don't think I've ever seen a flavored CBD for humans. For animals, yes, but not for humans. However, I've been told from the manufacturer where I get all my product from that the stuff that you have for the pets and the stuff you have for humans are basically interchangeable. It's safe for all of us.
Hey, look, we were kids. We ate the dog biscuit.
Yeah.
We're still alive.
And you know what? Along those lines, let me just touch on this. I know it's a very controversial type of business, and it's very difficult to get into because there's so many loopholes and things that you have to get around, and people are trying to, big pharma, big tobacco, they don't want us because we're obviously taking
Right, of
money.
course not.
Right?
I get that.
So that being said, I have, as a matter of fact, my personal oncologist is loving what I'm doing. She loves CBD. She loves the fact that there might be 0.03 THC in it. It does help with, like you said before, helping people eat, helping calming them down, especially chemo, stuff like that. You know, she loves it. So she asked me to bring cards. She doesn't know where to send her patients who, like we had spoken about before, you had a thing that you went through,
Right.
and you didn't necessarily want that marijuana or the THC in your
Yep.
bloodstream, whether they prescribed it or not. So there's other options for you to get the similar benefits without having that THC into your bloodstream.
All right, we got the top of our time.
Okay?
How do people find you? You have a phone number?
Yep. It's 561-774-6561.
And a website?
Website is verivapesmore.com.
Carrie, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Everybody, check them out. And don't buy this stuff at the gas station. That would be like buying gas station
That's
sushi.
what I wanted to touch upon. Thank you for bringing that up.
You got 1 minute.
All of these, 1 minute, all of these have a QR code on it.
Right.
Everything that I sell is all, you have to go through rigorous things to be able to sell this. They will all have QR codes. That's how you know it's good stuff. Don't buy stuff if it hasn't been tested and true.
Yeah, you know, like I said, it'd be like buying sushi at the gas station.
That's right.
Everybody have a great day. We'll be right back.